Welcome back, guys. We're down here. We're going to be doing a bit more on the dyno today. Our main goal today is to get all of the electrics wired in and get it actually fully working. I've got some electronics I've still got to do. I'm going to put it on a chest mount camera and try and show you as much as I can, as in detail as best I can. There'll be a bit more, involved in it than just a quick plug-in. I've got to make a harness. I've got to modify, but this is something that anybody that's got any sort of half gumption can build their own inertia dyno. We've been through. If you go back through the channel, you'll see when we built this. This is the actual inertia roller, which is a lead 30 kilo weight on high-speed bearings. There'll be a Hall sensor picked up here, but I've got to apologise for the workshop because it is in an absolute state at the moment. We've got absolutely everything everywhere. The main goal was when we built this half of the unit was to try and get this side done and then deal with the other side of the workshop, because we're going to have working benches and stuff to have projects going and then everything else. But at the minute, Mick's Kawasaki's on there. It's only on there for storage, so that's got to come back off. And there'll be an option for people to buy the microcontrollers that have had made. So if you're interested in building your own inertial dyno, I'll show you how that works and how to contact me to get a microcontroller, so you can actually run this software and this thingy. So once you've built your own mechanical side of the dyno, you too can build your own dyno. And to be honest, it doesn't just take for motorcycles. If you wanted to build a car dyno, it's just this but on steroids, and you can actually run 2 RPM sensors through this software. So literally you could have two of these rollers either side. I mean, you need them a lot bigger and probably a lot heavier. But you'd be able to stick a car on it, a truck on it, whatever you want, providing you've got the apparatus to run that. But we wanted a motorcycle dyno, so obviously that's what we built. So come and join us, and I'll try and get all this wired and working. Hopefully we can finally do some proper power runs. We have had it working, but only as like a mock-up. We laid it all in, but there was loads of interference coming through the line. I'll explain it to you, or else I'll just bore you to death with the intro. So come join us. Ciao for now. So if you've seen previous videos, you'll see that we cut and tapped a bolt into the roller. So there's the roller itself. That's the shaft. And then here we've got the Hall sensor and pickup. And on here has been super glued a magnet, so when it goes across. But you can get Hall sensors that have a magnet built in it so that it picks up just metal passing. But I've done it the opposite way because I don't know, because that's the Hall sensor I got. So if you see, as it passes there, it picks up the RPM signal. So that's what that is. I just thought I'd show you a shot of that, and then obviously that's that bracket I talked about previously. I don't know if it's focusing very well. So yeah, that's the plastic bracket I got. Did that to try and eliminate noise or interference. So I thought I'd show you a little cheap shot. I'll show you a quick shot of that, and let's carry on putting this together. So right, I've got this wired up, and it's wired up to a normal 5 volt, you know, USB phone charger plug. Then it goes into this jerry-rigged bit of wiring I've got here. It goes all the way down to my hall sensor. So now, when I turn this on, and it's on, and can you see that little end of that thing? And we have a little LED, and every time that goes round, it's going to send a signal down that white wire, and that white wire then will go into the Arduino and run the dyno. That's basically it. This now is in the shielded cable, which is like, you know, at least 2 meters long, so we can get it all the way to the PC, into the Arduino, and it'll work. My plan was to try and use that grounded loop isolator, but for some reason I know it'll be something simple, and it'll be me being, you know, a complete idiot, but I can't send power feeds down through that to come back out, so I'll have to look at what I'm going to do with that. Maybe I could just run a grounded loop just purely off this one signal wire, but in theory the whole cable and the whole apparatus work. So if you can see down there, can you see that? Whee! There's a nice little red LED coming up to tell us that it's obviously picking up the signal. So that's a win. I sent my dad out for some decent wire cutters. I was getting stressed out and pissed off with like trying to trim this fucking wire with these, where the fuck are they? These fucking Happy Shopper shit fucking wire strippers he's got. I've got a decent set at work, but I didn't bring them with me, so I'm going to finalise all this wiring, tidy it all up. Now I know it works in theory, and then thinking what I'm going to do though before I stop with now, I'm going to just check to make sure there is a 5 volt signal coming out of there. So I'm trying to set this up so you guys can get involved. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so I put this onto the ground of this side. I'm trying to make it best, so then, and then I should have, what have we got here? We're getting 3 volts. Okay, that's fine. And then if I put it so that we got a signal, we should get 5. 0. Okay, so it works the opposite way around. Okay, so it's a broke loop. So when the LED is lit on the sensor, I get 0, and see if I can just kick it away from there, and then we should get a power feed, and we do. We get 3.3 volts, which from the 5 that's going down is, you know, adamant for a power loss on a massive cable that long. So yes, I'm happy. I'm trying to use a different camera method to see if I can get you guys more involved with a bit more hands-on stuff, because it's all well and good putting the camera up in the background, but all you see is time-lapse and some music, and I don't find that very entertaining. I mean, I find it entertaining because it's us, but we know what's going on with the context. But if you want to know a bit more in depth, then this is the way it's going to be. So let me tidy up all this wiring, shrink wrap it, tidy it all up, you know, finalise it, and then once we've got it plugged into the dyno, hopefully all this crap works. Okay, so that's all shrink wrapped and put away, so at least it's going to be pretty robust to the elements. And then you can see how much length of it we got. So this is all the cable that's going to run all the way there. So I'll get this end sorted and put this up to the Arduino. This has obviously got to be powered up as well, so that'll run off a USB charger. Got me some decent strippers.
Yeah. Best stripper you'll see on us, that thing.
Oh yeah. She's pretty nice, isn't she?
Yeah, full of legs on it.
Right. Well, at least I can do some decent wire stripping. Cheers, Dad. Right, let's crack on with the rest of this. I'm on my way to fucking misery again. Uh-huh. Well, this place had a fucking fire giant all day. So, I'm having a cup of coffee. The wiring is all in this side. The Arduino is in its final home, which is down here. And if I flip the switch, the Arduino is living in there, at the back there. So if I do that, and now rotate the cam, can you not see what I'm fucking doing yet? So down here, now that that's on, that now powers that LED, which tells me the all the wiring's correct, and we should be not far away now. I've got to get a main power from the computer now down to the Arduino, and then I'm going to test feeds, and I should have live signals, and there might be a bit of fiddling with the dyno. We've got to set up voltage and calibrate a couple of the parameters in it, but it should be ready to go in about, I don't know, a couple of hours. I'm not going to rush it. And then we can finally strap something down on here and start seeing if we can start pulling some figures on the dyno. Yeah, it's been more of a marathon than a sprint, but we got there. And then once the dyno shields that I've got, I'll build up one of those, and I'll be able to do air fuel ratios and loads of other stuff. I'll be able to do engine RPM and be able to do like a lot more setting up than rather than just power runs on the dyno. There's a nice cup of coffee.
Fucking around with a dyno that doesn't want to do its fucking job. Are you recording now?
No, I'm not recording at all, right?
I'm not recording at all.
No, I'm not recording at all, we're natural.
Fucking thing.
Right, so it's 7 o'clock at night, Steph,
It's fucking.
and we still haven't got the dyno to fucking work, which is hence why we haven't, like,
Hang on,
had any cool videos of us.
It's 7:30 at night.
So what's the issue? So we had this
wives ain't even speaking to us anymore.
we had this cheap RPM sensor, and as soon as we got over like 20-30 mile an hour, it just went haywire. And then, and as you can see from the true power figures we're running, it's
2.28 million horsepower.
which sounds about right.
We think that's accurate.
That's accurate for 150 horsepower, 150 cc dirt bike. So,
50 horsepower. 50 cc.
so
And we're doing.
making loads of noise again. That's broke. It's fine.
Good. We're
Right,
okay.
So,
It's alive.
so I had a whole sensor. I had a ABS sensor from a Porsche 911 knocking around in the toolbox. So we've managed to get some sort of signal this, but now we're running no magnet on the end of the pickup, and it is sort of doing something on the oh well, God knows, it's 7 o'clock at night now. I've lost. Shut the fuck up, Dad. Yeah, so it's doing something on the dyno. It's picking up the signal, but whether or not it's actually working or not is another story. As you can tell, we're all very excited about still being here at 7:30 at night. Yeah, it's magnetic.
There you go. If that bolt head will go through, it'll be perfect.
Really?
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 I don't know, Maggie.
I don't know.
Okay, Shaggy.
Oh God. I just don't know. You know, one of the days where you're like, I should have just stayed in bed.
Should have stayed in bed. We started on this. I go to the optician, stick the lenses in my eyes repeatedly until I can't see anymore, and I still can't do it.
So when it's saying flashing there, it's saying comms active. So it's picking up every signal from everything else. It's what's coming out. Once we got it up past, I don't know how many roads go, 800 and 600 RPM on the roller.
Yeah, I would say about that.
And it just went haywire. It just it's got the sensors just. It's not a high speed sensor. It was a cheap sensor. So we're hoping this other sensor's gonna solve the deal, and we can finally do a full proper power run on it.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky.
This thing is the bane of our lives, we think.
Fuck you, China.
Self-tapping screw or something. Just screw.
Just get a wood screw. Just get a wood screw and just screw it in for now.
Woody's. You want to get Woody to screw it?
God, it's too late in the night. Too tired. Do you know what? This is going to be a video that's going to get picked up tomorrow.
Maybe.
Ciao for fucking now.
Ciao for later. Ciao when you feel like it.
What you got there?
Oh,
That's it, just ram that in it. Just give it a quick screw.
thank you.
Right,
Is that the right size?
miniature.
In this fucking weather.
Yeah. The reason we got this bike on here is because it's the most quietest.
Yeah. That's about the most stinky fuel fumes there is, isn't it?
Yeah. The Chinese dirt bike. Plus we know it's calibrated at roughly around 10 horsepower because it says it on the VIN, so on the chassis.
I don't think anybody's going to complain because of the amount of noise we made last night.
Yeah.
Finished at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I don't think you can hear it out there. Once the time
No,
you
you
get,
can't actually, no.
once you get out of here, then into the houses.
When I went down the house and I came back up, you were already running this,
Yeah.
and it wasn't until I opened the door and
You
came
can
in
hear
that I
it.
knew you was running it. How's your screwing going, Steph?
I'm struggling because it's a bit short.
You want to get you a longer one?
Sounds lovely, yes, please.
Alright,
Hang on. Oh, no.
No, don't
Got it,
stop me
I'm
about
fine, I can deal with it now, I've done it. It's in, nearly.
That's working, and the screen will turn off. You probably need to stand back.
I am.
Ready?
Yeah, brilliant.
No. Yes. Even got more BHP. Did we need to calibrate that or what?
We've got 39 million horsepower. How can we calibrate it? Because we've already calibrated it. Our horsepower is 99 million.
How did that be work?
Maybe we made a mistake by knocking that magnet off. I don't know. I don't think it's that magnet.
Either way, it's starting to piss me off. Why would that be worse? I just don't get.
But it's a chrome position sensor, isn't it? But
No,
it's not.
It's an ABS. It's
An ABS sensor. Maybe it's.
Oh, the RPM of a car wheel. Yeah, like you say, because it's ABS, it might be.
But ABS still works with an on-off signal, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all it does is on-off, so it knows whether, so it knows if it's locking up or not.
Yeah, it works exactly the same as any hall sensor.
Exactly. So. I mean, what kind of rotation does a wheel do? Say 130 mile an hour on a Porsche or 140 mile an hour.
Sensor, it's small, so we block fast.
Yeah, so that should be well and truly kicked open with it.
If there's something I don't know what it is, then well, there's something we're missing and I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Did it? Want to click the advanced button and see what that does? See if that smooths it out or something. Go on, fire it again.
It could be a diode in there. If there's a diode in there, it could restrict the flow from one direction to the other.
Yeah. Cut it off. That's it. Still recording. You just all you've done is turned it on. Oh. So what are you doing?
I'm not doing anything, mate.
Let's go.
Fucking batter hell.
Yeah, that you can't really see it on the camera because of the light. But
Stabilised now. There you go. It's just fucking flickering all over the place. 6 million horsepower. Okay. What the fuck are you doing?
Simulating.
Simulating. Well, can we just simulate the dyno place?
Okay, let's stimulate or simulate?
Both.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Changing the wiring round?
I think so.
I think so.
I can't remember which way it was now.
God.
I'm too busy stimulating the wiring.
So tired. Right, another 15 minutes.
Tired of your shit.
side of the fucking dyno.
That's what I meant by the shit, not you.
There's something we're missing here and I don't know what it is.
A working dyno?
Yeah, that.
Okay, I think I've swapped the wire over.
Okay, I'll hit reset then.
I don't know if I have
I'll hit reset and
can I get a rewind?
so now we're at and 0. Well, it's down smaller. Yeah, hold back. It is recording, right? I've been handling it. Ready? Nothing. Looking straight. We're doing zillion mile an hour, zillion PHP. Okay, so
Let me just double check. I'll swap the wire again, make sure I did actually swap it.
let's shut it off.
Plug it. Okay.
Download. Reset.
Got that, baby.
Ready. And switch out. It's like a delay now.
It's definitely the right way around.
Right.
There must have been a diode in there. It's now not picking anything up.
There it is. Really starting to piss me off, I know that. Right, turn it off. I don't know. Really don't know. You're gonna whack it with a broom? What's the light? What's the light?
What's the light? Don't worry about the light. It's okay.
I need to call it. We changed for a better quality Bosch sensor, and basically we then did a bit more math or some research. Don't look at that stuff, it's 5 volts. And the first sensor would work fine to about 30 miles per hour on, 30 miles per hour, and the RPM and signal was all correct, and then it just shit itself. This one is more of a fucking hypochondriac, and the second we even get moving past 5 mile an hour, it just goes berserk. So what we're going to do now is we found out the correct sensor, the correct range and voltage and that. The problem is you can't change the parameters of what the Arduino wants to know, so the sensor's 60 quid. I think I might have something suitable amongst the garage's shit at home, so like a cam sensor or an RPM sensor from someone else. So we're going to pick this video up when, well, if we do pick this video up, it'll probably be in the next weekend, when we've all got time to sit here and cry about it again.
A bit deflated now.
Yeah, it's been a long ass day, innit? Well,
It's been a long ass day and I didn't get it till 4 o'clock.
I know, but now it's 8:30 at night, so yeah, there's time to throw in the towel. Steph, will you stop trying to put everything in your fucking mouth? And on that note, ciao for now. Yeah. No, Steph, no.
Started again.
Huh?
Oh,
It's nearly as funny when I fell off the fucking chair.
nearly.
Nearly.
Not quite.
Ciao for now.
Bitching and moaning about this sensor and he's already recording.
You're there yet, done it?
I'm almost there.